evening and welcome you back to Oak Street Park. It is the second game of our 4-game set between the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. Well, what a day of events that we've had for the San Antonio Missions. It was a rainy and wet night last night. And most likely, we are about to get into some baseball tonight. Missions continue the series tomorrow for Wednesday morning as we have our Children Awareness Day for our third game in this 4-game set with Corpus Christi and San Antonio. The series continues on Wednesday night as we continue for the fourth and final game on Tuesday night. Wednesday, we see the visiting Tulsa Drillers come in for a 3-game set. And then the next 3-game set will be the visiting Springfield Cardinals. And most likely, the home sets continue in with no road games for a while. Go online now and purchase and print your tickets from home. Also, follow the missions all season long or any of your AA favorites with the First Pitch app from Minor League Baseball. You can download that on any smartphone. And right now, get out your scorecards. Here is tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks. Leading off and playing in center field, Carl Blanco. Blanco at center. Shortstop Domingo Garcia will be batting second for Corpus Christi. Garcia at short. Angel Valdez will be the designated hitter for Corpus Christi. Valdez, the DH. The batter, A.J. Reed, will bat fourth for Corpus Christi. Reed at first. Third baseman, J.D. Davis, will bat fifth for the Hooks tonight. Davis at third. Roger Root will be the left fielder as he'll bat sixth for Corpus Christi. Root at left. Christopher Pace will bat seventh for Corpus Christi. Pace at second. Richard Conley will bat eighth as he is in catching for the Corpus Christi Hooks tonight. Conley catching. Salvador Lopez will be the right fielder as he rounds out the batting order for Corpus Christi tonight. Lopez at right. And on the mound for Corpus Christi, Greg Brewer. Brewer tonight's Hooks pitcher. Now here's your starting lineup for the San Antonio Missions. Leading off and playing in second, John Worth. Worth at first. Center fielder, Angel Rosales will bat second for San Antonio. Rosales at center. Carmen Castilla will be batting third for San Antonio. Castilla, the DH. Alan Cordoba will be the left fielder as he'll bat fourth for San Antonio. Cordoba at left. Batting fifth is the catcher Freddie Nunez. Nunez in catching. Sean Spain will be the third baseman as he'll bat sixth for San Antonio. Spain at third. Lane Clark will be the right fielder as he'll bat seventh for San Antonio. Clark at right. John Gonzalez will be the Mission's first baseman. He'll bat eighth for San Antonio. Gonzalez in first. And batting ninth is Felix Balladares. He'll bat ninth for San Antonio. Balladares at shortstop. And on the mound for San Antonio, Kevin Alvarez. Alvarez, tonight's Missions pitcher. And there's your starting lineups.
are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Corpus Christi Hooks and the San Antonio Missions. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Kevin Alvarez, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
At the plate, Carl Blanco. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a ground ball. Here's the 0-1. Looks at a curveball called for a strike. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Talk about hitting the ground running. Usually a leadoff man is a guy that takes the first pitch, trying to get the feel for the pitcher, trying to get dialed in, but not this guy. He's got that see ball, hit ball philosophy, and he does just that, launching that pitch out of here before the fans could even get settled in the seats.
This one's down to third, and that finds its way through for a base hit. Striding forward now is the DH, Angel Valdez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Rosales coming in. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see if this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0 home. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Lays off 2-2 now. The 2-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Hooks are out in front here, 3-0. Greg Brewer, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Into the box, John Worth. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, John Worth.
First offering on its way. Hit on the ground out to short. Garcia moving to his right. Throw to first is in time for the first out. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matt, I'm looking for someone to step up right now. Down 3 runs, someone's going to have to hit a gapper with runners in scoring position. It all starts with the leadoff guy. Find a way to execute and get himself on base. See if they can get a rally started and get back in this.
Digging in now, Angel Rosales, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Carmen Castilla, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Alan Cordoba.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Alan Cordoba. From the stretch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Rosales rounds the corner and is headed home. And the run makes this a 3-2 ball game now.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Stepping in now, Freddie Nunez. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Standing in now, Sean Spain. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. The relay throw, and this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Digging in, Lane Clark. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Now to the plate, John Gonzalez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward the alley in left center, and he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. He pulls into On the play, a run comes across to score.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Into the box now, Felix Bolidares, and this will ricochet off of him on the mound. He's safe, a great recovery, but he couldn't get it there in time.
You know, Dero, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Chopped weakly to the left, but that one rolls foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Swing and a ground ball to third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rounds third and is digging for the plate. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
Whatever these guys had for their pregame meals, they need to eat it before every game. They've been tearing it up this inning, and that triple is just one in a long line of solid hits. That's 7 runs that have come home here, and they're not done yet.
In now, Angel Rosales as he grounds one briskly to short. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But a big inning here as they bat around and push 7 runs across the plate to take the lead. 1 inning in the books here. The Missions lead it 7-3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Christopher Hayes. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs. Getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Alvarez has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Right down Main Street, caught him looking.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And one of the main backbones for them out on the field today is the guy behind the dish. He controls the entire flow of the game, manipulates a pitching staff, gets them through the game, and not only that, completely shuts down a running game.
So striding in, Richard Conley. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts and all.
Stepping in now, Salvador Lopez, as he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, center fielder, Carl Blanco.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Carl Blanco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Lopez is off at first with 2 away. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2. The 2-2. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. On now to the bottom of the second. San Antonio's out in front, 7-3. Digging in to try it again, Carmen Castilla. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Alan Cordoba hits next. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippy. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in the grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
On to first, and they get the double play.
Catcher, Freddie Nunez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Nunez. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Blanco going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field as they open it up to 8-3.
He might have thought he was over the hump when he retired the 3- and 4-hole hitters, but the 5-hole hitter said not so fast. Any of these middle of the order guys can burn you, and he sure did right there.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Aldo Calzado enters from the pen in just the second inning, so they'll hope to get some length out of him and have him stay out there for a while.
The batter,
standing in now, Sean Spain. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box now, Lane Clark lifted down the line in left, and that'll get down for a base hit. The throw to third, the tag, and he is out at third base, cut down trying to go first to third, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We've played 2. It's now 8-3. Leading off the inning, Domingo Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Now batting.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Angel Valdez. He flew out in his last at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, as it's now an 8-5 ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball, didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Missed with a breaking ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch pulled high in the air out to right field. Clark is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Christopher Pace. He got called out on strikes his last time through. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
1-1 the count now. So 1-1. He's in there for strike number 2. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cordova is after it, and that ends the inning. A 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. The Missions lead it 8-5. At the plate, John Gonzalez. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Backhanded. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the shortstop, Felix Valadares.
Striding in, Felix Valadares. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looped out toward third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Worth. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. As it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. San Antonio's out in front, 8-5. Digging in for his second at-bat, Richard Conley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out to right field. Clark is in pursuit, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Salvador Lopez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Salvador Lopez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Grounded up the first baseline. To his left, Gonzalez. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Carl Blanco.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Carl Blanco. Here comes the first pitch. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Popped him up. Gonzalez has room in foul territory. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Missions lead it 8-5. Ready for another chance. Angel Rosales. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Into the box, Carmen Castilla. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it's a foul ball. Comes set with the 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Oh, and he misses it. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base. So that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a one-base error.
Alan Cordoba hits next. He swings and grounds it to short. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
In now, Freddie Nunez. He swings and grounds it to short. To his left, Garcia. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. No runs on 1 base hit. 1 error in the inning and a man left on. We played 4 full. San Antonio's out in front, 8-5. Digging in to try it again, Domingo Garcia. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. Hit in the air down the right field line. Clark on the move. He's there and records the first out. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Ready to take his hacks again, Angel Valdez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That misses. 2-0.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Rosales on the move, and he makes the catch for the second out.
First baseman number 23, A.J. Reed.
And here's the big left-handed bat of A.J. Reed. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ball 1. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
2 balls and a strike to A.J. Reed. Two and 2. Here now the 2-2. This is in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Sean Spain.
Leading off for the mission, third baseman, Sean Spain.
First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in and looking for more, Lane Clark. Here's the first pitch to him. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Blanco is after it. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman.
Digging in once again, John Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there. You never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Knock to right there.
Standing in now, Felix Baladares. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. The relay throw. But he is in there with a triple. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. That makes it a 9-5 ball game.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Into the box now, John Worth grounded down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 5 innings complete. The Missions lead it 9-5. J.D. Davis the next at bat. He doubled his last time through.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Clark is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ready for another shot now, Roger Root. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
Stays alive, still 0-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding into the box, Angel Rosales. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Angel Rosales.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Blanco will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ready once again, Alan Cordova. He was a double play victim last time around. He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blanco giving chase. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Freddie Nunez will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner scores from 3rd as they extend their lead.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Sean Spain.
Into the box, Sean Spain. He swings and sends it on a line to right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a 2nd. Now the relay home. But the throw is well up the line, and a 2nd run's going to score.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Stepping in now, Lane Clark, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at 3rd, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
In now, John Gonzalez. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field. A base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from 3rd.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, Dero, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat hit started.
Into the box now, Felix Baladares. And that's going to get down out there. Hack on another here as the runner scores from 2nd.
Now batting, 2nd baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, John Worth. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from 3rd is in to score.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his 3rd RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
Into the box, Angel Rosales, as he lines it out to center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
This one's down to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. But tack on 6 more as they just continue to turn it on in this one. 7th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front, 15-5. Back here for Texas League Baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Coming to the plate now, Richard Conley. First offering on its way.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, tip your hat to the pitcher right there. That was a streak of 11 batters retired in a row before that base hit. Let's see if he can regroup and keep going.
Stepping in now, Salvador Lopez. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Now the 0-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Conley aboard here at first with nobody out. Fouled off. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. So striding forward now, Carl Blanco. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Domingo Garcia. No balls and a strike to count. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Angel Valdez.
Stepping into the box, Angel Valdez. An outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb,
and the second run will score as well.
Now batting, third baseman.
In now, J.D. Davis. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He was fighting that swing the whole way, but he went around. It's no balls and a strike. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
he wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Missions lead it 15-8. Jondo Gustave enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Alan Cordoba hits next. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Left fielder, Alan Cordoba.
He's set, and the pitch to short, hit hard. And there's one away.
The catcher, number 00.
At the plate, Freddie Nunez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard towards center. And another base hit. He's 4 for 5 in this game.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Lands in for a base hit, and he's 3 for 5 in this one. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there.
The right fielder, number 8.
Now to the plate, Lane Clark. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So nothing doing here after the 6-run outburst the inning before. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. San Antonio's out in front, 15-8. Digging in, Roger Root, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Roger Root.
First offering on its way. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. The Hooks find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, Dero, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
So stepping in, Christopher Pace, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. High pop-up. Alvarez waits on it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
Stepping up now, Richard Conley. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. The 0-1. A fastball that just misses inside. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
In now, Salvador Lopez, as he sends it on the ground to first. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Missions lead it 15-8. So striding in, John Gonzalez. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Felix Valadares.
Now at the plate, Felix Valadares. ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. One out, nobody on. This is line to left. Ruth is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Second baseman, John Worth.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go John Worth. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the eighth quite yet.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Angel Rosales. Hit in the air out to center field. Blanco waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Carl Blanco, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Domingo.
Digging in to try it again. Domingo Garcia. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Ball 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Sent on the ground out to second. A bare hand for one. Back to first. A 9th inning double play, and they're an out away from closing this one out.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Into the box, Angel Valdez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. A.J. Reed would be next. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Rosales there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest. I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
15-8 is the way this one ends. The Missions came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Kevin Alvarez is credited with the win. Greg Brewer was unable to work out of the second inning as he settled with the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
And so the San Antonio Missions tie up the series with 1 win and 1 loss.
And we remind you to please drive
Tied up with Corpus Christi San Antonio takes game 2 of this 4-game set. Well, tomorrow is game number 3 of this 3-game set. We have an 11 a.m. game, Children Awareness Wednesday. Well, anyway, we have game 4 on Wednesday night. And most likely it'll be a late game. The visiting Tulsa Drillers will come to Oak Street Park. They have a 3-game set. And then after that 3-game set, we have the visiting Springfield Cardinals. And also the visiting Arkansas Travelers. So the homestands continue as we go through the rest of the games for the first half South Division playoffs. One will win, one will lose, but at the end, one will be victorious in the South Division Championship. Don't forget that the South Division Championship will be coming in later, and the announcing team will be decided who goes to the final 2 games. So anyway, with that further said, before we close out, let's go over runs, hits, and errors. First for Corpus Christi, 8 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. They left no one on base. For San Antonio, 15 runs on 25 hits and no errors. They left nobody on. Well, we thank y'all for joining us on this last game of the night. We hope y'all have a good night, and we will see y'all back at Oak Street Park for game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Antonio Missions and the Corpus Christi Hooks. So everybody, have a good night, and we'll see y'all 11 a.m. in the morning. Good night, everybody.